Right guys, welcome back to MST Systems YouTube channel. We're going to be going through a deload session today, and no insults for you. I'm not going to call you fat sweaty messes today, I'm going to leave you alone. So we're going for a deload session today. I wanted to record this because a lot of people do deloads a little wrong. Not so much in terms of the actual training, but just the way you apply yourself and the way you think about the deload session basically and the goals of it. So obviously, those of you that have followed previous videos will know that I've got a competition coming up this Saturday. So I'm going to be training Monday, Tuesday-ish, and then taking a couple of days rest. The way I like to think about a deload is we're trying to prime ourselves and get ourselves ready to extract as much strength as possible on the date that we're deloading for. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time fixing some niggles. What is it I need to fix? What is it I need to get ready for the weekend? So for me personally, I've got a little bit of tendonitis going on in my bicep, some restrictions in my brachioradialis in my forearm, and a little bit of rear delt issues. So I'm going to spend a bit of time in the gym with my Graston tool, just doing a bit of work on those first of all. And then the next thing that I need to do is obviously make sure I reduce my training load down. But the most important thing really about the deload is we're trying to extract strength from our nervous system. So we're trying to basically get our nervous system peaked and primed. We've done that through the training and peaking the lifts over the last couple of weeks. But what we're doing now is recovering so that nervous system can peak to 100%, so we can extract as much strength as our body is capable of. Because strength is neurological, remember, not physiological. Physiological is your strength potential, but actually extracting it is neurological. So we need to help the nervous system recover. The way to do this is not just about the training, but it's about your whole environment for the week leading up to the competition. So, little example, I was on the car ride here and I put a bit of Slipknot on and I started getting a little hyped. And then I was like, no, let's change this. So I changed my music to fucking Wham. I was listening to Club Tropicana where the drinks are free, guys. I put that on instead because your whole environment and external stimulus is going to affect your nervous system and how it gets ramped. Remember, when we train, we get into that sympathetic state. We can't not really go into that state, but you can not stray quite as deep. Obviously, if you take a pre-workout and put Slipknot on, it's going to be a little bit of a different environment to if you don't take the pre-workout and you listen to some chilled out vibes. But yeah, so I'm going to be down-regulating everything. I'm going to be changing my environment that I'm in the gym. I'm not going to be pre-workout, I'm not going to be getting hyped. I'm going to be doing lower load work, and aerobic work is another key thing you need to do. And then for assistance, guys, I'm going to be using a circuit style fashion. So I'm basically just going to be going from exercise to exercise to exercise, and yeah, just hitting movement patterns that are low recovery demanding. So if you do Strongman, really recommend you buy one of these. Don't have to get this exact one, obviously. I don't know what this one is. This is from Amazon, but just type in like Graston tool or gua sha tool. I think I spoke about it in a previous video where I said get a jade stone. That's really good for in-session mobilization because it's not going to go too deep. But if you're looking to actually break down the tissue a little bit and just basically keep on top of your treatments, I usually have this at home. I brought it to the gym today just so I actually do my shit. And if you get your missus, whoever, to obviously do upper body as well, it's hard to do it wrong. People like to overcomplicate it and think you need some fucking massive qualification to do it. But you don't, you're just fucking rubbing yourself, it's not that hard. Yeah, I recommend a bar with this curved shape just because it's so nice to get like into your quads, hip flexors, adductors, hamstrings, calves. You can do the whole lower body yourself. And like I say, the bar's quite heavy, so I do my bicep, just leaning it on. I can do my bicep and forearm myself as well, so Amazon, get yourself one. So I'm just doing bird dogs. What I'm doing with these is, as I'm extending, I'm making a circle with my arm, and I'm internally, externally rotating my leg at the same time. Reason for that is a little bit of scapular and glute activation, but also that neurological signaling I'm on about, making you think. It's like trying to fucking pat your stomach and, what do you circle your stomach and pat your head, don't you? It makes you think, makes you send signals. It's just good for helping your nervous system recover. Then I'm going into side plank line clamshells, doing them a little bit different to how you've probably seen. It's just the little adjustments to position I've made for myself, just so I feel the right areas working, my glutes, etc. And then I had an inchworm in because I fucking love inchworms. Plus I'm doing a bit of log, so I want to do a few press ups just to get a little bit of blood in my upper body. And yeah, I'm going to do another round of this. then I'll probably just get started on log. I've got myself a Chaos Strength grip top to try as well on Deload week, because I'm going to one motion in the competition, so I wanted to try a grip top, see if I get a bit more power on the clean. So I got this off Luke from Chaos. ChaosStrength.co.uk, I think the website is if you're interested in one. It's my first ever rep with a grip top. I've never used a grip top before, so I'll see how it feels. Awesome, I've not chalked the log, because usually guys I've got a liquid chalk this log because it's so slippy. I wouldn't have been able to, even the empty log it would slip, so they're going to use it today, the lighter weights to practice, so I don't want to go in and comp day and wing it. But yeah, hopefully I get an extra rep or two because of the grip top, that'll be handy. Feels alright, it's a bit different. Definitely glad I did this session, because sometimes if you sit it too high, it slips a mil to where I want it. But obviously if I sit it too high, it doesn't move, so I just need to get used to making sure I put it perfect every time. This grip top feels quite a bit different, so probably won't wear it in comp actually. It's just, I know it's throwing me off, it feels weird. I think you need to train him on regular. I don't think one session's going to cut it, so I'll just go on my normal top on the day. It feels a bit strange, don't like it. So we're on incline now, so I did 10-minute EMOM at 110 log, 112 technically with the clips. Then I did one set of 1 clean, 6 strict. Then we're on incline now. I'm just going to do about 120 kilo for like 3 sets of 10, something like that, nothing really crazy. Biceps hurting a bit, to be honest, which is annoying. But I'll treat myself to some ibuprofen on the day, so that should let that settle down. So we're going to hit a couple of sets of 10 incline, then we're going to go into the shoulder stability circuits, and then done real short one today. Should be done in about 90 minutes, something like that. So on a deload, when you're choosing your loaded percentage or whatever, I like to go at higher rep ranges because obviously it restricts the load. And you still want to work, especially on a press, you still want to work fairly hard. So I don't really know what percent. I mean, my max is 180, so 70% I guess it is, 3 sets of 10. I don't work in percentages though, I think they're fucking shag. But yeah, I'm making it so my third set of 10 should still be fairly hard for my triceps, but I'm not getting hyped, that's the main thing. I'm just chilled, just going through the motions. My rest times are fairly low. And yeah, when it comes to weight selection, I could go a little heavier. I could do 140 for 3x3. You know, it would still give me the same effect into comp. So as long as you stick to those rules, that you're not getting hyped, because obviously that's the main driver of going into your sympathetic state. And on the press, you can still work fairly hard on the press. It's a back supported movement. It's not that fatiguing. Your triceps, chest, shoulders will recover fast. So we don't need to go like mad light. Like 110 logs only 10 kilo off comp weight, and then 120 inclines is like still fairly hard for me for a couple of sets of 10. So I'm still working hard. I'm just not going mad, not sniffing salts, getting hyped, you'll notice I'm in no wrist wraps, no supportive equipment or anything, and I'm just making it as hard as possible for the lighter load I'm using. Going to be doing a little circuit called Bulletproof Shoulders now. So we're doing IYT raises, superset with hammer curl into Arnold press, unilateral, followed by DeFranco pull apart. So it's a little tricep. We'll do 3 rounds. Got six IYTs, 6 curl into Arnold press, and then 30 seconds of DeFrancos. But as Sharon will tell you, I'll struggle to last the full 30 seconds. So I'll just get as many as I can done. If you want to copy this superset, tricep we're going to call it, try it. It's absolutely murder on your traps, all the heads of your delt. Brilliant for shoulder stability work and just isolating the scapula. So I'm going to get cracking on that. I'm flagging now. I said at the start that sleep's not important, but I could honestly just go to sleep right now. Monday's always a dodgy training session for me because Sunday's sometimes a long work sesh. Was up late, hit a bong last night about 4 AM. Me and Shannon are in the kitchen smashing this bong trying to get to sleep. Yeah, no way I'm lasting 30 seconds on these, they're fucking horrendous. Probably call it there, I feel a bit like shit to be honest. So, probably call that session there. Yeah, definitely call it there. So, nice and easy little deload one. I'm going to do another session tomorrow, which will be with some speed deadlift with bands. I'm going to use some accommodating resistance on the bands and some light back assistance. Probably do like calves pull downs, some chest supported rows, and just some other really light, easy lat assistance, bit of core, and then that'll be me till comp day now. Main thing for me is to make sure I sleep now because I feel fucked. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you learned some shit. I'll see you next time, you sweaty messes. Oh, I did insult you. Said I wasn't going to. Sorry.